If you're following Baddies East, I need you to pull up on me, meet me down in the comments so we could talk about it. And also make sure that you subscribe. Zeus is really dragging out these Jamaica episodes. After seeing Smiley throwing up and going through everything that she went through, I really hated to see basically everybody in House B against her. They were sitting back yelling over that she was faking and everything else. I'm wondering if it was the combination of that heat, the liquor, and possibly popping a pill or something. As the episode continued, it was made clear that she's known to have seizures, so Smiley had no business drinking at all. Smiley gets took to the hospital. Natalie, I did appreciate her kind of checking the other girls like, hey, this is serious. But she switched up hella quick. She ends up telling the ladies that they would split up, do a little shopping, and then all meet up later for dinner. In between Stat, House A, Natalie's group, they end up meeting up with Suki and Bobby. Both groups walked around and did their shopping, and before they met up for dinner, House A had to go get Rollie. Rollie had hung back, claiming that she was triggered from everything that went on with Smiley. I'm wondering if the conversation that they had with Rollie before dinner contributed to Natalie changing up, feeling like Smiley was faking. When they linked up for dinner, everything started off fine. But somehow in between, Scotty and Natalie gets into it. Texting back and forth, arguing and going on, and everything else. It somehow gets physical. At this point, I don't know if it was because Scotty got her food first or Scotty ordered something else to eat. But all that was mentioned. I don't feel like Natalie is Scotty's friend at all, and I really wish that Scotty would kick Natalie's ass. While all that was going on, the other girls was confused. And Mariah said something about it being weird, which provoked Suki, so they got to arguing. I feel Mariah, it was weird. It did kind of seem like it was out of nowhere. But at the same time, I could feel Suki saying stay out of it because this is kind of typical stuff for Natalie and Scotty. Hopefully Scotty wakes up soon. After her and Natalie have they back and forth, Smiley ends up arriving to the restaurant. Time she entered the restaurant, Suki and Natalie was all up in her face, screaming and yelling. Suki had already been saying earlier that she was going to slap her. Sapphire done got up in the mix and acted like she was going to hit her and walked off. It was crazy. I couldn't believe that they were doing all that, especially all that screaming and yelling all up in her face, and just witnessed her going through everything she had went through. From what I'm gathering, they not only mad claiming that she was faking, they upset that they didn't get to really do anything. While they still arguing back and forth, Scarface ends up pouring a whole bottle of water on the girl. Smiley didn't do nothing at all. She just stood there and took it. Suki was the only one that stood up and actually say something about what was going on. Suki calls out Natalie for what she did, and then she checks Scarface. When she checks Scarface, that makes Rollie feel away. So Rollie jumps up and get in it. They got the arguing back and forth and going on, and the episode ended with Sukiana and Rollie fighting. I feel like time Rollie got in it, Sapphire definitely should have had something to say, because initially it was between Suki and Scarface. Y'all pull up on me, meet me down in the comments so we could talk about it, and also make sure you like, share, and subscribe.